Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Concepcion. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Got the first himself. Turning it on. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And the defense just setting the tone right away in the first drive of the game. Quarterback scrambling, is able to get free, but they put a massive shot on him. I don't know if this dude can make it the whole game taking hits like that.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Lost a throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. The QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. This time on target. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play. And it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking for a crease. It's Moss. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. The play action fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's an interesting call going play action on third and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
That 43-yard field goal attempt was well within his range, but he misfired, and they'll turn the ball over. It'll be first and 10 at the 26. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the burn.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He'll run it again. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll call for the fair catch here. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. On the option. Plows through the defense. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to throw, it's Reed. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. trying to set the tone with the run. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Moore will throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield.
It's the seam wide open. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Ducks are in the red zone. Looking for room. It's Hughes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Touchdown, Oregon! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Grabbed over the middle, it's Concepcion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Grab near the marker. It's Craver. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the move, it's Huff. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number one, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They piece together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Not
much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Ducks line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And it'll be down right there. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Reed. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pop. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. dropping back, it's Childs. Snagged out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play.
Out of space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State.
There he goes! Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Spartans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. They get to him as he throws. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead them.
The ball pops out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. Going for it all. Intercepted. Got some room to run. capitalized not only pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a bit.
Wide open spaces. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Childs. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1-yard.
And I think you still got 2 plays. Third down, be physical. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
Sticks it in his belly. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Keeps it on the bootleg.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on fourth down and goal.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Grab near the sticks. It's Bell. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them 1 play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is, field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Quick strike complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.